Namaskar to all. So, in this amazing episode of exploring artists and new genres of music, we have an amazing dancer, an esteemed, established Kathak dancer who has been working in the industry for more than like 40 years. She has her own music institution in India, and I can like talk about her so much, but I'll introduce to you guys. And Mrs. Nivedita Bhattacharya is with us, and thank you so much, ma'am, for being here and allowed us to have this amazing interview session with you. So, how are you? And can you talk about a little bit about your journey, how you started music, and how you ended up doing Kathak?
Thank you so much for inviting. Thank you so much, Ashutosh. You asked such a difficult and such a, what I say, it's a very long,
Yeah.
long story about me, but somehow I'll short it down. And I started my musical journey since I was in class 3. And I used to study in Pilani, Birla Balika Vidyapit in school. So there we had a music department, and my father basically he was sitarist, my mother vocalist, but my passion was dance. I don't know why, because I used to attract all with their costumes and makeups and all, but we vocalist and instrumentalist, they were just in normal costumes and or in school uniform, but in other I used to see them with different costumes and with makeup and all. So I used to attract them.
Yeah.
From here my dance journey start. I love dance, but basically father, he doesn't want me to go into this. So this was the main problem that time. But later on, after schooling, I did my vocal and instrumental both according to him. But we all shifted after my schooling and graduation. We shifted to Lucknow.
Yeah.
Then from there, I started my passion, because that time I became graduate, so I had some chances to take my own decisions, which by till schooling and graduation time it was very difficult for me to choose these all things. So later on, then I started with Kathak. I knew Kathak in school time also. We had our dance master ji, Radha Krishna ji. He used to teach us in the class. So we had once in a week, we had that dance. I used to wait for that dance, dance class. So, but it was a bit difficult to continue that time. But still, I knew the basics of Jaipur Gharana. Till 12th I did there also, but very once in a week what we learn in that, hardly we used to have basic steps and all. But later on after graduation I joined, we shifted to Lucknow. Then I started taking proper training. uh, Training in the sense, one of my father, he opened institute, Sangeet Bhavan Academy in Lucknow. So that time he had one dance teacher, and he was very renowned, Basant Saikia ji, and he started teaching to our kids there. Because I was in different mode. I was in computers that time, so I didn't know the dance properly. But he started that time, so I started learning few steps and few things from him, and later on, slowly, it became much. But before, in between that, I met an accident. That was the great loss for me, because everything was break in that time. So फिर तो क्या, after that break I had to mm, means I was on bed for at least 3 years.
That's a lot.
At age of 21, I was 21, 22, 23. These 3 age, this 3 years I was on bed. So it was very difficult time. But our master ji used to come to teach our students. So I used to see him, what he is teaching. Because after that, I knew that I won't be able to dance also. So I used to see him whatever courses he was teaching to young, I mean, basic students. Then other students means senior students. So I used to see him and I used to learn those, and I used to revise when he used to go after the class. I used to revise those all steps, what he taught him, taught those kids. So these all things started that time. But later on, when I after 3 years, when I started walking, I was not able to dance, but all those things was in my mind, which I tried on my kids, those steps. And that I used to show them with my hands instead of foot. I was not able to move my this foot much. So still also I have some problem, but now I used to teach them with the hand, ki right leg idhar, left leg idhar, put on toes, heel, like this I used to. So kids, they used to learn like this only. You jump, you take spin. So all these things were there. So this way my journey started. I started teaching uh, kids like that. Until now I am going on with them, with small kids, with moms and senior citizens also. They all are my students till now. They are learning from me folk and Kathak, Bollywoods, this way.
Thank you so much for answering that question, and it was it's an inspiring like journey of yours who can like inspire artists like me or any artist who like knows you and know about about your journey. So before talking about your journey, I have a very I'm very curious about this. So you started learning Jaipur Gharana style of Kathak, but you are from Lucknow Gharana. So how you shifted from Jaipur to Lucknow, or what kind of differences that you felt that attracted you to do Lucknow style of dance instead of doing Jaipur, because you started learning Jaipur style of dance.
Yes.
So it's very like I'm very curious about it. Can you like tell me like how you started liking like Lucknow instead of doing Jaipur?
जयपुर घराना में तो मतलब फुट पे दे यूज्ड टू फोकस ऑन फुट, basically footwork, basically spins, fast spins. It was so, it was good. I used to like that also. It is not that that time, but when we shifted to Lucknow, I used to feel कि उसमें पूरा overall है dance, means with expressions, with emotions, with spin, fast spin, with foot, everything. It was complete dance there. That's why, that is the main I had to switch over that in Lucknow Gharana. I really loved that because everything means it was complete dance with all emotions, with fast and slow movement, foot spins, everything. तो ये चीज़ें थोड़ी सी अट्रैक्ट करी. और लखनऊ बोथ इट इज वी कॉल इट नज़ाकत का डांस, थोड़ा नज़ाकत भी होती है. मीन्स डांसर शुड बी लाइक like a bamboo. You are standing and just moving, spinning. It should be मतलब feminism, everything should be मतलब basic वो चीजें भी होनी चाहिए. The graceful
and the hand movements and how to portray those emotions.
ये बॉयज के ऊपर जयपुर घराना बहुत सूट करता है बिकॉज दैट एनर्जी दे हैव और दैट गोज ऑन. बट Lucknow Gharana females, they do.
That's true.
It attracted me like that.
Yeah, it's really true about the all these hand movements and gracefulness, all these aesthetical composition that you have in Lucknow Gharana. It's amazing. So moving on to the my next question is, as you mentioned that you met a very devastating accident when you was 21 years old, and that is the peak time for any student to like just do dance or just do practice and focus on her career and just become an artist. And that time you met a very devastating accident. So how that accident changed your journey, how it affected you as a personal, as like as a person and as a dancer, and how you felt after, like was it very difficult, or is it like how and how what thing motivated you to like
to
step
move
out
into
of your
the
like comfortable zone on after like meeting this whole this
mm,
like accident, and you still wanted to dance.
dance.
So
Okay.
it's like how you like negotiate all these things, and like you still choose I want to dance.
As I said, dance was my passion. So it was really difficult because once you laid down for 3 years, that you feel very comfort, and that मतलब bed ऐसा लगता था कि इससे अच्छी कोई चीज नहीं है. So that time after 3 years when doctor started saying me कि उठो चलो, तो इट वाज अरे क्यों उठा रहे हैं, आराम से तो आराम की जिंदगी चल रही है. दैट वाज डिफरेंट. बट हाँ ठीक है, चले, उठते थे, चलते थे. बट जब क्लास होती थी, उस समय ऐसा लगता नहीं, खड़े हो जाओ. गुरुजी आते थे, वो
Yeah.
क्लास बच्चों की लेते थे. दैट टाइम आई यूज्ड टू फील अरे नहीं, आई वुड लव टू डांस आल्सो. बट इट वाज वेरी डिफिकल्ट व्हेन आई वाज ऑन. आई यूज्ड टू वॉक विद क्रचेस.
Sticks and
हाँ,
okay.
स्टिक्स नॉट बाय फर्स्ट, विद क्रचेस.
Okay.
तो वो बहुत डिफिकल्ट रहता था. उसमें फिर क्या होता था कि कभी तो ऐसा लगता है क्या होगा, क्या नहीं होगा. बट कुछ स्टूडेंट्स ने मेरा माइंड चेंज किया. बोले कि आपको इतना अच्छा लगता है डांस, आप इतना अच्छा कर सकते हो, बट कर नहीं पाते, आप हमें सिखा दो. फ्यू किड्स वर इन गवर्नमेंट स्कूल, तो उन लोगों का कुछ स्कूल कंपटीशन था, तो उन लोगों ने मुझे मोटिवेट किया, दीदी कुछ सिखा दीजिए. तब मैंने कहा कैसे सिखाऊँ? बोले आप बताइए, हम फॉलो करते हैं. फॉर फ्रॉम दैट ओनली आई यूज्ड टू टेल देम डू लाइक दिस, लाइक दैट. बट सीइंग देम डांसिंग, माय फिर अंदर से भी ना ऐसी फील होती है, नहीं नहीं हम कर सकते हैं, उठे,
Oh yeah.
करें, चले. तो वो मोटिवेट कर करके मुझे चला भी दिया, मुझे मतलब इस फील्ड में ले आए. आई नाउ आई डोंट वांट टू गो बैक टू माय कंप्यूटर फील्ड. आई लव दिस
That's
फील्ड.
really, really cool. And it's very difficult to come out with
Yes,
from
I
that
was
accident.
actually teacher, computer teacher in army school. So it was that time was also very different for me, but still I loved this.
Oh, so you are also like
Music.
like you are dancing and pursuing computer as
Yes, I was computer
oh.
teacher in army school.
So can you tell us about more about that thing, like how you like because as doing computer and doing dance both are very different ways and like different like streams. But how did you manage to do like both things and ended up with after your accident you started doing dance? But
Hmm.
how you like start like what was the main thing that you liked about computer and dance that yeah you want to do both instead of just doing one?
एक्चुअली पैशन वही बोलूँगी, पैशन डांस था. बट हाँ, पैशन कंप्यूटर भी था, क्योंकि जब घर पे ये हुआ कि पापा बोले नहीं, यू गो विद म्यूजिक, वोकल एंड इंस्ट्रूमेंटल. आई यूज्ड टू डू दैट, बट स्टिल आई वांटेड टू चेंज माय दिस थिंग. माय करियर शुड बी डिफरेंट. आई यूज्ड टू थिंक दैट. So that time computer was introduced in India. It was 1987,
Mm.
and that 86 or 87. So that time I joined as a one institute to learn computer. Then I got a job after doing my course. I got a job there, and then started with the school also. They deputed me to the school. This way that was there, but later on got married, and I was doctor advised me not to move much. Instead of
Mm.
you stay
Mm.
at home, and instead of moving here and there, better you stay home. You have a problem in your leg, so I had to stay back. Then I said it was better to start this my passion only at home, because we had classes, all kids used to come. So they started learning from me, and even I used to love to teach them. That is the main. This way I started.
That's very interesting and very like I'm very glad that you told us about this thing. So just before moving on, I just wanted to know if you are comfortable with it, if you allow us to, if you want to tell more about this. So how you met that accident, like what happened that day, or which was
Hmm.
like I know it's very difficult to talk or to like remember those things. It's very difficult and it's.
No, no.
But if you have, if you are comfortable with that, like, what
It
happened?
actually I used to drive scooty that time, and I was wearing sari.
Oh.
And and going to school late. I used to wear suit only, but that day we were wearing sari. We had to wear sari. So, but in Kant area, some traffic police, he give me wrong direction
Oh,
on circle. One truck was also coming. He showed me also to come on the and truck, and we both collided. That was that. Then from there, my whole thing changed. Whole world
and like
changed.
how many surgery did you like you went?
8 surgeries. It was about to impute. My leg was about to impute, but somehow the doctors managed to save. But
Yeah,
still, I have problem. It is shortened. Some problems are there, but still going on.
yeah, it's like uh, I don't think so. It's very like it's very easy to restart like doing Kathak when you met this devastating accident, and when you are not able to walk, you start dancing. Yeah,
That's true.
it's really
I
inspiring.
was not able to dance. It took me some time to
Yeah,
teach,
sure.
teach like that, and keep stand and show them steps. But legs steps, I was not able. Till now, it is difficult for me to do the leg steps. So I teach like that only. But it was difficult to come into again to this thing.
Yeah.
That is the.
So, like, as we talked about, like, your father wanted you to pursue like vocal and some instrument, but you chose dance. So, what kind of like conflict did you guys have when you were like, no, I want to do dance, and he was like, no, just do vocals or like gaiki and khayal gaiki. You should do instead of doing dance. So, how did you like manage those like comments or
Tournaments
yeah?
of father. Actually, what happened when I met an accident, after that, when this dance made me stand, he was very happy. "Ki, "Arey, because of dance, you are standing." So that made his mind changed. He said, "Ki, nahi, nahi, if you are able to do, you do this. Otherwise," so it was very difficult for me. For a long time, he used to say, "Dance nahi karo, गाना गाओ, instrument, sitar play karo." So I used to do that, but with not with so passionately. But dance, I was always passionate.
No,
It was
that's
that.
very interesting, and like thank you so much for telling us about this. And as you mentioned, you also like running an institution in Lucknow, India, and it's been going on, I guess, 40 years.
Yes.
So like, I have a question, like because before 40 years, and because establishing an institution is a very big step, and I just wanted to know how you like when you just came from Pilani to Lucknow and you thought about establishing an institute to teach dance, vocal, and like other instruments also. So, what was the motivation behind it? What was your intention? Did you start establish that music school, or your father helped you to establish? And what was the intention behind establishing this music institution in Lucknow?
Actually, Pilani was that, okay, after your job, there is nothing. When you are in job, everything is there. But after job, no life is there.
Yeah.
So my father took this decision that Lucknow is very rich in music culture. So better to shift to that place. Even his elder sister was there. So she also suggested him ki bhaiya you come here only, and that's why he shifted. But my father had such a talented, whatever I can say, he just started his institute over there. People were saying, "Arey, such a big institute is there. I would name that.
Yeah.
So it won't be. You won't stand in front of them."
Yeah.
So he said, "Ki I'll make my students that as much capable that they can beat those
Yeah.
students." So till day before yesterday, one prestigious competition, Sangeet Natak Academy competitions. So Antara's student, my daughter's students, my students, they got first, second position in that, in state level. It was big achievement for us, uh, for vocal, for instrumental, even for dance. So They have two level. First level is local level, that from Lucknow. Local, they just got first position from there. Then state level, they won again first and second position in that. So we are so happy that we are able to train our students. They can beat anywhere, any students, other institute students. They are well trained. So that was given
Yeah.
by my father only, because he was very talented teacher. Talented teacher is very difficult. A talented artist you get, but teaching is very difficult. How to teach student, how to make your students stand like that, ki they shouldn't feel that ki we don't know anything. So our students are so capable, they are very that much confident in every field. They don't have any problem. Wherever they go, they can manage with tabla, they can manage with strings, they can manage with guru. Every.
Yeah, yeah, it's very difficult for like to establish your own institute and compete with such
Yes,
prestigious colleges in
yes.
Lucknow and mark your like your name that we are also in music and producing these amazing artists who are doing so good in music. It's very like congratulations for that,
Thank you
and
so
thank you so
much.
much for producing so
Thank you.
much so like so great
Thank
talented
you.
artists also. So my next question about this is, as I know that because I've been to your like school and I'm also part of that school, so I've seen there are so many female like girls who is like learning dance, learning sitar, learning vocals. So do you also have an intention, or I would say like a plan or like any motivation or anything that you want to do with like girl like women empowerment kind of thing, or you are like want to like motivate or inspire women to focus on their dreams in their career more instead of focusing in their family?
Yeah, that is true. But actually, my father, when he started this institute, he had such feelings that wherever girls go, they should be very safe. So we didn't allow boys in our institute. We have only girls. So that is the main thing. Still, parents, they leave their kids, girls, to our place. Whole day they stay there. They learn. They enjoy. Means everything, because they feel very safe to our place. And that this was my father's this thing decision. Ki our institute is only for girls. So till now we are doing we are going up with that only. That is the
Yeah, that's
thing.
it. Yeah, it's
So
yeah, I really like that. Being a boy, but yeah.
actually, actually, we only girls are running with, like Antara used to
Yeah,
there, the I used to there. So we were just thinking, we also used to think it was very safe for them. Ki, we didn't know boys from which family they are coming, or which background they are coming, and what motivation, with what motivation
yeah,
they are coming to our institute.
true.
So that, for that purpose, we didn't allow boys. That is the main thing. It is
To
only
just
for
to
girls.
make the environment more safe for
Yes,
girls
that is the main.
so they can
That
do
is
what they
the
want to do in their life.
yes.
That's really appreciative. Thank you so much for
Thank you
doing
so
that.
much. Thank
And
you.
I just couple of questions with like I have in mind because I'm so much curious to know about you and your journey. As you mentioned, like you guys are running the institution for more than 40 years, and I also know that you haven't raised your like fees very much in all these years. You keep like your fee very like nominal kind of thing. No, you don't increase like big institution does and take so much money from the parents who are not able to afford that kind of like
uh,
fees. So like what's your
Same.
motivation why you're not like increasing the like fees and all?
It's same like my father. He used to say कि कोई संगीत सीखना चाहता है बस सिखाओ. It is not that fee monetary thing shouldn't come in this. In between Saraswati ji, no Lakshmi ji should come in between. That was his concern, and it came in our house also. We also think if kids, if students, they want to learn, then teach them. What is their money? And Saraswati ji and Lakshmi ji, they both can't stay in one period. That is so. This is the main thing. If they some they help, they can help also. They help also. Even they help others. Those who are able to help others, they help other kids also. And many things like we also do. Means some kids, they don't have fees for schools and all. Then we do all these things. So we give them this thing, teach lessons and all. फिर अपने यहाँ से एग्जाम्स भी दिला देते हैं फ्री में, that we do
for no charges.
हम then what to take if
Yeah,
they are eager to learn and we are eager to teach them, but
पैसा
हाँ
नहीं आना
पैसा
चाहिए.
तो उसमें नहीं आए तो अच्छा रहता.
नहीं, that's a very great thing about this institution, that you are making a community for the girls and like all these like women, so they can come to this place, they can learn music, and they can pursue without having anything in their mind about money, about like if somebody like if they have like some kind of problem with this institution. But you are the place that you are making is very appreciative, and I really want to like thank you for that.
Thank you so much.
So just concluding with one last question that I have in mind. So apart from having an institution in India, you have also planning to open your institution, or I think it's open in Minnesota, I guess.
Yes.
So how you like start planning about this thing, like going global instead of being in India, and what is your motivation? What's your intention to become more global, to like achieve more public, or to inspire more people? What's your like motivation or intention about going global?
Again, I have to go back in past. My father, when
It
he
would
was
be great
in
if you could also mention your father's name. We did like ask
my
the name.
father's name Pandit Kamal David ji. And basically when he was in Pilani, that time he was also very good teacher, and basically students from bits and all used to come and learn from him. So one few professors used to come and learn from him. So one of the professor, he asked my father कि आप यूएस एंड जर्मनी के वो बनिए visiting professor, and everything was done, but my father couldn't come.
Oh.
But when Antara did so many things, but means when he started teaching my daughter, means his Natin, because I was not in vocal and instrumental, so
Yeah.
he was bit upset that you didn't do, Antara is doing. So he used to tell her कि बेटा तुम आगे बढ़ोगे, तुम जाओगे यूएस, जाओगे तुम आगे दिल्ली जाओगी, फिर यूएस जाओगी. ऑल दीज थॉट्स मीन्स व्हाट आई कैन से कि एक सपने थे उनके.
Yeah.
और वो सपना अंतरा पूरा कोशिश करी है करने को. तो यहाँ आने के बाद काफ़ी इसका भी एक्सपोजर हुआ, और काफ़ी है मतलब आप लोग के सहयोग से बहुत कुछ चीज़ें हुई. So one of my old students, she also shifted in Minnesota.
Oh, what's the
She
name?
is Bhavna Garwal, and she used to dance well that time, and she learned, she did Visharad from my institute only. So she wanted to start hear something regarding dance, Kathak and all. So she asked me, so then I suggested her, and then this way she started with the teaching and all under my guidance. I teach her, I guide her, she teaches her student. This way we have started.
Yeah, it's very difficult to like think about going global, because from my own perspective, I never thought I would like come to America and study and do something in America. So it's a very big step for you all, and I really congratulate you for like for keep like coming to like globally and start teaching more students in America. And just last question I have for you is, how do you feel when you see your daughter Antara, she's pursuing a PhD from University of North Texas, She's also a established artist in DFW, and she's doing very good music, and she's collaborating with different artists, and she's also managing her PhD. So how you feel when you see her performing and studying and making her own journey and taking her own decision and also achieving them?
As a mother, I feel so proud of her. She's doing good. Means what Dadu wanted, she's doing all those things. Means her guru wanted ki you should do all these things. So step by step, she is doing all these things. I feel so proud.
Yeah, that's really proud. For, like, I can understand that it's a very proud thing for a mother that when her daughter is doing such great things in her life. Yeah. So thank you so much, Nivedita ma'am, for giving
Thank
us your
you.
time and allowing us to do this amazing interview and telling us about your journey, about your music institution, and all these great things that we talked today. Thank you so much for this.
Thank you so much, Ashutosh, and thank you so much.